Well, good morning. Cash transfers to women have gone from 1 to 15 states in 5 years. See, rupees 2.46 lakh crore, 13 crore women, 15 states, the fastest growing welfare province, is reshaping household power and state finances. From one state in 2020 to 15 states today, unconditional cash transfers to women have gone from a political novelty to a full-blown pillar. Welfare pillar. The annual outlay has exploded from rupees 1,600 crore in 2020 to 2.46 lakh crore in 2025. A jump so large it now reveals the biggest social sector commitments in country. Together, states are set to transfer this money to roughly 13 crore women in FY26, about a fifth of India's women earning cash in her account, into a standard election promise and a real budget constant. That is the new arithmetic of Indian welfare, direct money to women, designed with all-time gains in mind, but producing effects that extend beyond votes and household spending, women's bargaining power, and state finance. Big outlay, bigger strain. Cash transfers are funded through state budget, and in a few states, the spending on women's unconditional transfer now runs into 2.2 to 3% across state domestic product. Several are also running revenue deficits, and analysis suggests their fiscal position looks materially better if these schemes are taken off the books. So the trade-off is blunt. Every extra rupee committed here is a rupee harder to deploy elsewhere: health facilities, nutrition program, school infrastructure, under the deficit guidance. Yet states keep funding them because the payout is visible, measurable, and politically profitable, dictated by the need to cater specifically to women voters beyond the promise of Biji Sadak, Bijli, Sadak, Makan, Pani. These cash transfers are targeted towards what is being seen as a new voting bloc in Indian electoral politics. So how unconditional cash transfer went from novelty to default? Number of states in 2020 it was 1, and, and the amount was 1,600 crore. In 2025 it is 15, and amount is 2.46 lakh crore. So what these states are: Telangana, Mahalakshmi scheme; Maharashtra, Mukhyamantri Majhi Ladli Behn Yojana; Karnataka, Grahakshmi Yojana; Bengal, Lakshmi Bhandar scheme; Bihar, Mukhyamantri Mahila Rohingya Yojana; MP, Mukhyamantri Ladli Behn Yojana; Tamil Nadu, Kalangar, Malangar Urmila Thattak; Jharkhand, CM Mayank Samman Yojana; Odisha, Subhadra scheme; Andhra, YSR Chitha; Chhattisgarh, Maitri Bandhan Yojana; Delhi, Mahila Samriddhi Yojana; Assam, Porandoi scheme; Haryana, Lado Lakshmi Yojana; Himachal, Indira Gandhi Pyari Rehna Yojana. The populist cash transfer scheme may put state balance sheets under pressure, but experts say the fiscal burden must be weighed against the need to address entrenched gender inequality. Sana Kumar, who leads the Development Center at Think Tank Observe Research Foundation, says the amounts are very modest, and even then they do make an impact on women's rights. A faces absolute economic. A large section of women is out of work and faces absolute economic marginalization. In that context, these programs are responsible to believe it is the kind of like a short-term approach. But I think we do see positive impacts. The latest household consumption expenditure survey puts average monthly per capita consumption expenditure at rupees 4,122 in rural and 6,996 in urban India. So for low-income households where per capita spending may be closer 2 or even below that, a transfer of rupees 1000 to rupees 2500 per woman every month is far from big figure. That can represent a good fraction of what a person might otherwise consume in a month. So where is the money spent? The spending pattern across multiple state studies is strikingly consistent. This money doesn't usually become discretionary splurge, it becomes household food. Food tops the list. For example, 53% in Maharashtra, 78% in Karnataka and Tamil Nadu overall. Health, medicines and children's education, peace comes next in many places. Utility LPG show up as a regular play in the transfer. A meaningful minority save part of it and some use it for small productive spend, livestock, farm inputs, micro enterprises goods. It also goes into debt repayment, but generally as a smaller share. Thank you very much.